watching News Edge with me, Priyamvada Tyagi. And President Joe Biden has called Japan and India xenophobic. Countries that do not welcome immigrants, lumping the two with adversaries China and Russia, as he tried to explain their economic circumstances and contrasted the four with the US on immigration. The US president made the controversial remark at a campaign fundraising event Wednesday evening. There was no immediate reaction from either the Japanese or Indian governments. But Biden's xenophobic remark came just 3 weeks after the White House hosted Japanese Prime Minister for a lavish official visit, during which the two leaders celebrated what Biden called an unbreakable alliance, particularly on the security and global security matters. Japan is a critical US ally. The White House also welcomed Prime Minister Narendra Modi for a state visit last summer, and India is a vital partner in the Indo-Pacific despite differences on human rights. At a hotel fundraiser where the donor audience was largely Asian American, Biden said the upcoming US elections was about freedom, America, and democracy. And the nation's economy was thriving because of you and many others. Well, why? Because we welcome immigrants. He also said that think about it. Why is China stalling so badly economically? Why is Japan having trouble? Why is Russia? Why is India? Because they are xenophobic. They don't want immigrants. Immigrants are what make us strong. Not a joke. Well, that's not a hyperbole because we have an influx of workers who want to be here and want to contribute. That's what he said. White House National Security spokesman said Biden was making a broader point about the US posture on immigration. Our allies and partners know well in tangible ways how President Biden values them, their friendship, their cooperation, and the capabilities that they bring across the spectrum on range of issues, not just security related, said on Thursday. When asked about Biden's xenophobic remarks, White House press secretary said that the broader case that he was trying to make, which most leaders and allies across the globe understand when it comes to who we are as a nation. We are a nation of immigrants. That is in our DNA. You have heard the president say it. It makes us better and we are stronger for it. And that is a very important point to know. Well, immigration has become one of the major issues of the upcoming elections, which is expected to be a rematch between Biden and Trump. Biden has time and again stated that legal immigration is an aid to the American economy. Meanwhile, in his bid to return to the White House, Trump has attacked migrants quite frequently and often used disregarding terms against them. During his campaigning, the former US president has characterized the migrants as dangerous criminals who are poisoning the blood. While Biden tries to broaden economic and political relations with countries including Japan and India to counter China and Russia globally, the recent remarks can turn out to be the detrimental to Biden's second bid for the White House. But immigrants make up the record of 18% of the US workforce. There are more than 29 million foreign-born workers in the US, and what sort of work do they do? Well, everything from management to services to construction. In fact, the US is also called the land of immigrants. So Biden is probably right about his country, but he made a crucial mistake. A mistake lots of American politicians make. Well, he thought America is the world. What's true in the US is true everywhere. That was his assumption, accept it or not. India's economy and demography are very different from the US. India's problem is the opposite. We do not need foreign workers. We already have a large and young workforce. What we need is jobs for them. What economic trouble is Joe Biden talking about? India's GDP grew by 8.4% in third quarter of the last financial year. It's the fastest growing major economy in the world. However, immigration is not in anyone's list. India is home to around 5.2 million immigrants. They make the 12th largest population in the world. And where do these people come from? Mostly the neighborhood, like Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. And yet, Biden says India is xenophobic. Well, you can't call your partner xenophobic, that to democracies. Well, that's all we have for the day. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.